Lesson 6-6, and this is a very happy lesson because it is the end of Unit 6, and that means that we are halfway through the materials that we need to do this year. Nice work. Pretty straightforward. We are working with systems of linear inequalities and graphing them. So, what is a system of linear inequalities? Two or more. Let's go through the steps to get them graphed. Step 1, graph a boundary line. We're going to graph this system of inequalities. This first one is all ready for us to graph. The second one we just have to quickly move the 2x to the other side of the equation so that we've got it in slope-intercept form. This lovely work of art is problem number 1 on page 396. Now it is your turn to try Got It number 1 on page 397. You will be happiest with your results if you use 2 different colors when you're trying to shade this in. Your answer ought to look something like this. Notice this problem uses solid lines, and the solution area is over here in the dark gray. So, problem 3, yes, we are skipping right over problem 2. It is not a mistake in the lesson. I'm on page 398. Using a system of inequalities. I think problem 3 is really funny because they've set up that you are planning out your after-school time. You have 3 restrictions, I don't know, one or the other. You have 3 things limiting your after-school time. You've got 6 hours total to work with. You want to spend less than 2 hours playing basketball. You must spend at least an hour and a half on your homework. So this is actually a system of 3 equations, and they want you to graph it out. The reason why I think this is really funny is because it feels like procrastinating. Instead of just getting your stuff done, you are creating lovely graphs to show how you're going to get your stuff done. It entertains me. Anyway, They have this set up with X is your basketball time, Y is your homework time, and write your system. Remember, a system can be more than one. It doesn't have to be just two. So this one has 3. X plus Y has to be less than or equal to 6. X must be less than 2. Y has to be greater than 1.5. When you graph all 3 of those lines, and thank goodness they labeled them over here, Y is greater than or equal to 1.5 is horizontal, X is less than 2 is vertical line, and then here's your total. This is your solution right over here. So pick a point in there, and that will help you properly balance out your after-school time. So number 3 is very similar to a problem that we did quite some time ago trying to build a fence, but you have much better tools to solve this problem this time using your system of inequalities. So give this a try, and then come back. We'll see if our answers match. I'll wait. Alright, I'm going to have X as my fence length and Y as my fence width. Of course, whatever variables you use are fine, just be consistent with them. We've got 3 equations. The first 2 are easy. X is less than 50. Y is greater than 10. The third one, hopefully didn't trip you up. You might be able to see my whiteout. I had to do it a couple times. The entire perimeter of the fence, because you have 126 feet of it, can only be 126 feet, which means 2x plus 2y is less than or equal to 126. And I'm just going to put that into slope-intercept form so I can graph it more easily, which looks like this. Y is less than or equal to negative x plus 63.